Why is the new condenser fan motor tripping on thermal overload?
Hello, I need the brand and model number of the equipment the fan motor is on, and a description of the system. I need to know if you are talking about a thermal overload inside the fan motor or a magnetic starter, found on large fan motors only. A few photos taken from about 10 feet away with the service panels removed will help a lot. Use the paper clip icon at the top right of the toolbar for that. We can go from there.
Thermal overload at the condenser fan motor. Residential system. Changed capacitor and fan motor as the old motor was seized up. Condensing unit Dayton Model, AC030X1322A Serial, W0G67107778 Replacement fan motor as motors Model K55HXCLP-1470 208 230 160 Hz 2.0 a thermally protected 825 RPM 60 Celcius Ambient. The old motor had 4 wires L1, L2, Brwn/WHT which is hooked up at the dual cap fan port and ground, rated 1.5A. At 850 RPM the new motor has L1, L2, Brwn/white, ground. L1 L2 are wired respectively at the contacts. L1 drawing 4.8A and L2 drawing 3.7A. Brwn is hooked up to the common port of the dual cap and Brwn/WHT is hooked up to the fan port on the dual cap. The motor runs for 5 minutes. Then shuts off on thermal overload. What am I missing?
Thanks for the accurate details. So far it sounds like a bad fan side capacitor or wrong microfarad rating for the new motor. Use the paperclip icon at the top right to attach a picture of that. Look on the new motor for the UF rating required. Or call the vendor and ask. You can piggyback that onto a dual capacitor. If you need help with that, let me know. We are on the honor system here. It is how I earn a living, and does not increase your charges. If you need anything else, just let me know. You can continue asking follow-up questions at no additional cost.
The capacitor is a 35th MFD 440/370 vac. The old cap is 35th MFD 370 vac. The cap rating matches what the motor requires. I live in a small town with poor cell service. If it goes to voicemail, please leave a message. I will call you right back. Not all of my calls ring through. BTW. The new motor is rated at 5 MFD.
Thanks. That puts me at a bit of a loss. The next suspect is unlikely. If you have the fan blade on upside down, the motor will generally draw less amperage, not more, but it's worth looking at. Make sure the motor is rated for the line voltage being supplied, not 460 volts or 120 volts for example. Beyond that, it sounds like a bad motor. Granger's Dayton motors have disappointed me in the past, but you said this was a US brand motor. US brand used to make only larger motors, with a decent reputation. I do not know how they are doing with their smaller motors. Look at the windings. If they are copper, it's not too bad. If the windings are aluminum, you are looking at a bottom of the line motor. I do not have your phone number. In this case, I don't think the call will be worth the additional charge either. Hello again. I got this note from another of our experts here. White and brown with white stripe are same. If he uses dual cap and uses white, he caps off the BRW/white as it would be redundant. Then solid brown goes to F on cap. Do not use BRN/WH unless using a single cap. Let me know if that makes any sense on your end or not. We can go from there.
That's what I was looking for. I am very sure it is a wiring issue. I am currently waiting for the thermal to reset and will wire it that way. I used an upside-down tank of CO2 to cool the motor down, but it will still be a bit before thermal resets. I will repost with results. Thanks again. If this doesn't do it, then I think it would be safe to condemn the motor.
It was good talking to you, let me know how it goes. Ignore any prompts for further ratings, you have already done that.
Hello Phil. This is what I found out. This particular motor has to be wired into its own dedicated capacitor. I used 2 dual caps. One for the compressor and on for the fan motor, and I took care of the issue. I had to use what I had on hand. Thank you again for your help. I do appreciate it. Have a great day.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert, now visit JustAnswer.com/YTHI.